Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Risa.
I'm Ariana.
And we're the Curlmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you don't like those things, well, tough titties. Or, you can go on over to her very own podcast, Unlocked, where they talk to people about things.
And stuff.
All the stuff.
Probably.
I mean,
we
I think. I know they talk about candy sometimes. I know that I'm just going to keep bringing up the one episode that I listened to all the way through.
I have not listened to a single episode all the way through because I don't like her voice. And I know that's a lot coming from me, so.
What are you saying? We sound alike. Why are you saying we have a bad voice?
No. When I hear myself, when I have to talk a lot to the parents, and I notice that when I'm talking to parents, I go incredibly nasally, and I don't know why.
I love
it's
it.
Like when I have to answer, I have to answer the iPad to which is how we open the door. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Good morning." Wait 2 seconds and open the door. And it's like, why am I doing it like that? Why? I don't talk like that. Why am I saying that? Hello. Like, why am I doing this?
Hi guys, okay. How's it going?
Exactly. Why am I doing it? Who knows?
Because that is our weird like customer service voice. Hey guys, thank you for coming here.
Hello, welcome to Michael's.
My QB answers the phone every time. It's like, how can I help you? I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Pew.
That's why I could not, when I was a receptionist, I hated answering the phone because I could just like hear myself as I was doing it.
Like, I have discovered I go into different voices.
Depending on who you're talking to?
It depends on who I'm talking to. Anyway.
So what are we talking about today on the podcast?
Apparently we're talking about voices right now, but no, today.
Oh my god, at some point we should do a best voice acting. And a worst voice acting. But that's not what we're talking about today. So what are we doing?
We're talking about...
Day, no day but today.
I'll wait. No. Today... I was like, if I wait, she'll just go through the entire song. I'll keep going. Most iconic puzzles is our topic.
Yeah, so the puzzles that we think of when we think of the game is kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
By most iconic.
Yeah.
Like the one in the game where if I think about the game, I think about that puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
That puzzle. Sometimes it's like, that puzzle. But sometimes it's that puzzle.
Iconic does not mean good. It just means iconic.
Exactly. So some of them we didn't answer, so we're just going to come up with it as we go.
Oh, I thought it was just because there's nothing interesting in those games.
Mostly, I just stopped because my friend came over, so I stopped putting things in the document.
You don't get to be social.
You don't get... Well, I mean, fair enough. We are supposed to be socially distancing people.
That is true.
I mean, that's the whole reason that I have the next 3 weeks off from work. So expect to see a lot more of me online.
I get to work from home. Yay.
Woo! I am very glad I do not get to work from home because that would be taking children into my home, and I would never like to do that. There are very few of those children I would take into my home.
No.
There's one. There's one of those children I would take into my home, and she is adorable. And
they just show up at your door. You're like, no.
No. So, we're just going to go in chronological order. We did not put in, we did not include Secrets Can Kill Remastered because it's the same fucking game. So, Secrets Can Kill.
Okay, not technically a puzzle, but I'm gonna nominate that fucking replace the ladle or explode moment.
I mean, to be fair, you have to do some critical thinking there, so it's kind of a puzzle. I mean, it's more of a puzzle than most of the puzzles in that game.
Yeah, because my second nomination was all the hidden clues in the bulletin board that you don't, like, actually need, but it can be pretty fun to figure them out.
Yeah. The one that always sticks out to me in my brain is grape, orange, cool. That's, but yeah, no, the ladle.
The ladle.
So, yeah.
Ladle or explode.
Because we spent like 15 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck we were supposed to do there.
I think it's really cute that you think it only took 15 minutes.
It felt closer to 15 minutes.
Was not.
Okay. That's Secrets
Yeah.
to Kill. Stay tuned for Danger. I was like, the bomb? Like, when I think about Stay Tuned for Danger and puzzles, there's nothing that jumps out at me. So, the bomb, or the very last puzzle, where if you fail it, you hear Lillian screaming like Dwayne is murdering her.
Jesus, I don't think I've really... I don't remember not doing that puzzle. Like, oof. No,
Yeah.
but see, the one that comes to mind for me is apparently the things that stick in my mind are the ones in the early games where you don't have to do them, but they stuck them in there anyway. And there's that one in the ledger that is just decoding a thing, and it's just a little cute, like, it doesn't even hint at who the villain is. It's just like telling you the story of the game, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Again, the first, like, 5 games have, like, no puzzles.
They weren't sure what they were doing yet. It was a real learning curve, which I can appreciate. You know?
Yeah.
It's good.
Message in a Haunted Mansion.
First thing comes to mind, that fucking broken tile puzzle.
The parquet puzzle?
And I mean that the puzzle is broken.
Yeah, the thing is it's way easier to do if you just full screen the game. You can just do it. It's so much easier. You can just... It's because when you have it at its regular pixel size, it doesn't... It's just like, it's too picky. But if you have it at the full screen, it's not too picky.
Oh.
And you can just put it wherever and it works.
Well, yeah, but you also can't stream in full screen.
No, yeah. I mean, I literally opened the game and did it and then closed the game, saved, closed the game, and opened it again in windowed mode. So,
Okay.
you know, it's not a puzzle heavy puzzle
It's
heavy
not a
game,
puzzle
that
heavy
one.
game.
See, I always think of the Valdez.
Yeah, there's that.
the
You know, in the last
banister,
5 minutes of the game, they really
last 5
like
minutes.
backload that game.
I always do it way early, but apparently I play that game out of order. Everyone commented on that when I streamed it. They were like, that shouldn't be happening yet. And I was like, well, I did it.
Well, it's happened.
So, think you're wrong.
I respect your opinion, but it's wrong.
So yeah, Message in Haunted Mansion. I think Treasure in a Royal Tower, I always think of the alarm in the library, having to turn it off by, like, using the dust and everything.
Sure.
Because that, like, has really stuck with me. All of the others are kind of like,
I think
whatever.
it's the globe puzzle that, right? Isn't there, you move the...
Yeah,
okay.
There's the globe with the thing. Yeah.
I was like, or did I do that thing where I pretend an object has meaning just because I like it? Because I do that. In every game. There's some object where I'm like, isn't there a puzzle that goes with this? Watch any game I stream, and there's at least one moment where I do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Final scene, I always think of the key.
Okay, yeah. I feel that.
But for me, that's just because it took us so long to try and figure it out that it's now just burned into my memory. It's Sivo.
Sivo.
I hadn't played it in literally like 5 years when I streamed it. And then I was like, that's the answer. And I just did it. And that's one of those things where there are so many of these games where several of the puzzles I just memorized the answer to. And to me, that's the most iconic one. And so the key machine is, I memorized the answer, so there it is.
Hey, man.
Secret of the Scarlet Hand, I kind of had two. The first one was, when I always think of the game, I always think of the fucking audio puzzle. But that's because I dread the audio puzzle. It's not that it's iconic, it's that I dread it. So then when I'm thinking about what's actually iconic in it, I think about being inside the monolith and trying to get out.
Yeah. Oh, so you just put down monolith. That was like the outside of the monolith? Because my brain rejects the part where we're stuck in the monolith and Nancy can die gasping for air.
Yeah, I mean, I had to, as we've said before, I had to leave the room. And Ariana had to finish the game without me because I was incredibly claustrophobic as a child. Like, I'm still claustrophobic, but not as claustrophobic.
It's a little better.
As I was. Yeah. So, I would think monolith.
For sure.
Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. I really think everything done in the speakeasy is incredibly iconic.
Yeah. There's all kinds of puzzles in that one. Honestly, it's a little bit hard just because, like, there are quite a few puzzles, because there's a wall of map puzzles, but you only have to do some of them.
Yes. You only have to do one of them.
That's it.
One of them matches your map. Only one of them matches your map. I love it.
But they don't, like,
also
fully
just going
explain
into the
that.
cemetery.
You just kind of have to look. Yeah, I do love going to the cemetery. That's good. And you have to do the dates to...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fun. That's fun.
Love it.
Honestly, that's a good puzzle game.
Yeah. And what's his name? That's the tiles or whatever.
The tiles.
Whatever. I'm getting that confused with Ghost of Thornton Hall.
I was going to say, do you mean the little file names? Is that what you're talking about?
Yep. I got confused. It's
cool.
Fine.
It's cool.
We're back. Haunted Carousel. I would say the entire Miles the Memory Machine.
I guess, yeah, that's really it for puzzles in that game. Everything else is just like mini games. And
There's a lot of puzzles. There's a lot of puzzles in that game. But, you know.
See, I think of,
they're not really puzzles, you know? It's a lot of, like, sleuthing in that game. Which I appreciate.
I know that there's a puzzle that goes with going in, like, in the carousel. Like, you...
Yeah, the organ, the pipe organ.
Yeah.
With the tape.
Okay,
you put the tape on it so you can get the da 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 da. Exactly. Exactly. But no worries. But yeah, I just think specifically, I always think of the spoon one.
Yeah.
As the part of the Miles thing that I remember the most.
Order a sundae.
Iconic.
And bring back the spoon. It's good.
Shadow Ranch. That's the next one.
Iconic does not mean good. I want to reiterate that. Because that fucking magnet puzzle. Thunk. Fuck you.
Honestly. It's that one and the when you're doing the piano and it's supposed to be Pappy's name.
Yeah.
That's the other one. Something like that. Who knows? I don't fucking know, but it's something.
Oh, what? The puzzle that jumps out to you isn't the fucking slot machine?
Fuck the slot machine. The thought machine.
Slot machine. Because you know what? Okay, you know what? I actually take it back because another iconic puzzle to me is, you know how the white guy assigned like a meaning to all the Native American glyphs?
Yeah, the
petroglyphs. Yeah.
I tried to say pictographs, which is not quite the same thing.
Close,
very
close.
So yeah, that's Shadow Ranch. Curse of Blackmore Manor. I had a really hard time with this one.
That entire game is one long puzzle.
It really is. In my opinion, the one that always comes to my brain when I go to play that game, like when I think of the game, is the ghosts.
Okay.
Having to find all the ghosts. That's the one that I always think of
never think
first.
of that one as a puzzle. That's just like a memory game to me, I
it's more of a
guess,
game.
because we just have to like be like, okay, but did I get that one? What am I missing? Where haven't I looked? See, I was gonna say the leapfrog puzzle.
Oh yeah, I think of that one too. So we did in fact forget to talk about Danger on Deception Island as chat has
That's
pointed
because
out.
we didn't write anything, and so we went to the one where we actually did write something. I apologize. I jumped
So Danger
on
on Deception Island, I think of honestly just being on the beach and trying to get into the clamshell.
Yeah, that's really the main one. And the honestly the puzzle making all of the little card hands into full houses.
Oh yes, in
Jenna's
the
place,
Hot
yeah.
Kettle Cafe. Yeah, definitely. Actually, yeah, I think that one's more iconic. Is making the full houses.
It's a good one. Plus, I like that it does something, and it's like, yay!
Secret of the Old Clock. Not a puzzle, but the 20-minute fetch quest is every single time I think I could play that game, and then I think, oh wait,
There's that.
I would have to go back and forth for like 20 minutes. That's such a fucking ridiculous one. And the worst part, it's like, I will get you the trivet if you get me the playing cards. And then I have to go, oh, well, you can do the playing cards if you go get the raffle tickets or whatever the fuck. And then it's like, then I have to go get toys. And then I finally go to the printer to get the raffle tickets. And he's like, oh, I haven't printed them. And then I have to fucking catch a fish. Then I bring the raffle tickets. Then I bring the fucking, like, and then it's the deck of cards. And then I finally get the trivet. And it's like an hour later. Like,
I've had to, like, do several telegrams in the meantime because I need to get more gas.
Exactly, because you run out of gas.
Fuck
it all.
you.
I hate it. It's that one as well as the ESP thing. Yeah. Where you're having to do the cards.
Don't fucking talk to me about the ESP thing. After the last time I played that game, and he changed it, there were multiples, and I hated it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, sister.
Hated it, sister.
So, yeah. That. So, that last train to Blue Moon Canyon we went on.
I think I feel like I speak for the trees here. When I say the doll puzzle. It's creepy, it's sad and sweet, and like the dolls are a tad creepy if you don't like porcelain dolls, which, spoiler alert, guys, I have a porcelain doll collection. I just don't have it with me. Pretty sure Adam will never let me have it.
That's why you need a second bedroom in your house.
That's what this is.
Well then.
Guess his porcelain dolls are coming from California. But at the same time, those creepy dolls were Camille's children because she didn't have any children. And the fact that Jake then incorporated them into hiding his treasure because they were so dear to the love of his life, it's a good puzzle, honestly.
Yeah.
And then also that alien tech puzzle, # Jake Hurley was an alien. So, what's up with this puzzle, guys? Can we talk about this puzzle? How did he do this? What's happening here?
No.
Tell me something other than he was an alien and I won't believe it.
But yeah. So, Danger by Design. I say it's fighting Minette at the end is what I always think of.
Yes, yeah.
But also doing the fashion stuff for Prudence Rutherford.
Yes. That.
Making her outfits with like the bunny mask and shit like that.
That one is just. It's
awful.
Terrible.
It's terrible. I hate it.
The outfits are so ugly. Why is she wearing
logic
socks
puzzle
with bunny slippers on a fucking cruise ship?
It is a logic puzzle / dress up game. And I don't get to actually choose any of the outfits. I think that's the worst part because I could come up with much better outfits.
Everything must be yellow. I don't think you should wear yellow, Prue.
Prue, honey, no.
Bright yellow.
Creature of Kapu Cave. Frass.
Bug poop.
Like, honestly, if you think of that game, think of Creature of Kapu Cave. What is the first puzzle that comes to your brain?
It really is.
It's the Frass. It takes so long to do.
Dink, dink. And then you do it slightly
It
wrong.
takes-
And you have to fucking recount them all over again. I hate it.
It takes so fucking long to do. Like, I almost said sneaking through the Healy Healy because it is memorable, but it's not a puzzle.
That's just an anxiety ride, okay? That's all that is.
It really is. I hate
absolutely hate that
I
part.
hate stealth portions.
Between you're looking through like a fucking visor from a suit, and that already makes me claustrophobic. And you're trying to avoid people in. Okay, I feel like E.T. really made me wary of people in hazmat suits. So I just see them like, I hate it. I don't like it. I can't see their faces too, so that makes me really uneasy.
Don't watch the latest Shaun the Sheep movie then, because it's got people dressed like that. Shaun the Sheep is good though. It referenced like the latest movie referenced like
It did. That was so startling.
Close Encounters. It referenced Close Encounters, E.T., like every alien movie you can think of. Fucking loved it. Okay, White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
Okay. You either love it or you hate it. But we all know that Fox and Geese is the iconic puzzle from that game.
It's true. Fox and Geese, the one everyone argues about.
Everyone.
You know? It's like either everyone, they love it or they hate it. You know? Yeah. Legend of the Crystal Skull. So I just said all of the eyes.
All of the eyes.
That's like every puzzle in the game has to do with eyes. So it's just like when I think of Legend of the Crystal Skull, I just think of eyes. The other one, however, is the Rube Goldberg machine.
Right. The Rube Goldberg machine, that makes no sense. Yes.
Oh, yes, the one that everyone just kind of goes, why is this happening?
But this doesn't make sense. Why does this do this?
Why? What? And then you have to listen to the music every fucking time you try it. So that one, I honestly think is the. To be honest, I'm changing my. That one is the most iconic.
Yeah.
It is. It just is because.
Honestly, I always think of the fucking. You have to. I think of the clock puzzles a lot. Honestly,
Yeah.
Because to be fair, it's clock puzzles. I'm always gonna be drawn to those ones. But I honestly, I immediately think of that big final eye puzzle where you've got them all in there, and you gotta turn them all different directions based on a fucking
based on all the
nautical
stories. If they say like,
right nautical nonsense, that's the one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And you have to look at it, it's like east and west. It's just like in the middle of things. And it's kind of fantastic, to be honest. It really is. Phantom of Venice. There's not like a real puzzle that's iconic, but I would say like Scopa, Dancing in the Club, and the Laser Roombas are all things that are really just... I mean, when I think of that game, I usually think of Scopa.
Yeah. I'll be honest. That's the first thing that comes to mind every time. And that's not a puzzle. That's a stupid game. And I hate it.
I hate it.
And
I hate it. I hate you,
chat
Enrico.
hates me playing it.
cheat.
So, like...
Yeah, I was playing it and everyone was like trying to cheer me on and I was like, I hate this. I hate it so much. The machine cheats and I hate it. I hate you. I hate you.
I hate you, Enrico. Go fuck
You're
yourself.
awful. You're terrible.
With your stupid mask.
And now we count the Scopas. No. The worst part is I get a point for having the most coin cards. I get a point for having the 7 of coins.
I get a point.
I get a point for having the most tricks. I was like, shut the fuck up, Enrico. I don't care. Stop
Just count it out. Stop.
talking.
Don't
Stop. Just stop. Just say, these are the points I get, and these are the
Don't
points you get. And
narrate
just
the
stop.
process.
I fucking hate. A lot of people love Scopa. Ariana and I are in the minority. We specifically taught Scopa to a bunch of children to keep them occupied, and it took them like 2 days to realize they hated Scopa.
But they figured it out, and that it was a learning process.
Yeah. So,
Shut them up for a few days.
I hate it. So much.
And now we count the scopas.
I was like, I hate you. Stop talking.
stop.
Just stop talking. Please, just stop fucking talking. I'm gonna like turn off my, like, just turn it off next time I play Scopa.
Fuck you.
Scopa. And I took the last trick, so I get the remaining cards on the table. Shut the fuck up. So, yeah. Haunting of Castle Malloy. I say the chemicals.
Okay, I can, yeah. My brain immediately goes to the seating puzzle. I don't know why. Probably because it's my favorite kind of puzzle. Also because the time I played it on stream and I got it right, but he didn't like that I got it right, and so he didn't tell me it was right.
If you go to our YouTube channel, you can find my death tally video where I literally just condensed all of the times I died, which was 13. Only 13. I felt very proud
You should
of
do it with mine. It was way more, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. I don't know. The best thing about watching my death tally video is that you can watch me. I'm like, God, why did that happen? And it's like, you can very much see why that happened. It's like I accidentally hit open instead of close. And so I hit something. And I'm like, but I did it right. And I was like, no, Risa, you didn't. You didn't do it right, but I'm glad you're getting fired up about it.
To be fair, it's a bad puzzle.
It's a very bad puzzle.
What are you
I hate
guys
it.
doing here? What is this?
Speaking of puzzles we fucking hate. Reigns of the Seven Ships and that goddamn hourglass puzzle.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that.
The good news is you can just time it out.
But can I, though?
Just get out
But
your
can
phone
I,
and
though?
the stopwatch. Yes, the stopwatch.
Right.
Come on, sister.
But can I, though?
Yes, you can. God, the fucking hourglasses. I just love that I literally sat there and I timed it all.
Book it. I'm timing the
I was
timers.
just like, you know what? Exactly. But yeah, the hourglass puzzle is, I would say, it's like the second one there is the underwater Sudoku.
Yeah.
That I say would be the second most iconic one of that game. If I think Ransom of the Seven Ships, those are the two puzzles I immediately think of.
Yeah. There's also the key puzzle at the which sometimes I have a hard time understanding.
I do not get that puzzle very much because it changes when you like. It's very upsetting.
I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate that game as a whole.
Yeah.
The music does not make up for it.
But it is
It
good
is great
music. It's banging in its own right.
The other day in the shower, I was going bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Warnings at Waverly Academy.
Probably the whole valedictorian puzzle where you have to do work for someone that we find out is two fucking people, so they could have easily fucking done this work. Anyway, point is we have to match all of the things for the valedictorians. It's stupid.
It's the fact that we have to go take the pictures of everyone and then match them all up to like what they like best and shit like that. And it's just like, why couldn't I just ask these people these things? But I can't. I just have to do the puzzle. You can't just like get up and go ask them, hey, where are you from?
I want to just do that. Why can't I just do that? No, you can't. Why? Give me a good reason.
Because here's my list of things that make sense.
The person who does this isn't this. This isn't how someone does things. No wonder you're sucking at school. You are so disorganized.
But at least she tells us my favorite subject is math. So then we know, okay, I know at least her favorite subject is math, so I know where to put it.
What? No, it's
Then
not.
she
Why would I
introduces
say
herself.
that? Pew, pew. Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is the axe puzzle.
Yes. That was the other one that I was
is
thinking.
the most
Because,
iconic.
like, fucking murder axe puzzle. It's like, Corinne left us to die, you guys.
Yeah. So, Trail of the Twister.
Most iconic.
You have...
I was gonna say, the most iconic puzzle in this game, I think, has to be trapping fucking rodents. Like, it's adorable as shit, but also, there are 2 separate puzzles I could be talking about right now.
Exactly. And it's just... I think the mice are a little more iconic than
Yes.
the prairie dogs. Because you have to do the mice
So
puzzle
many times.
3 fucking
Is it
times.
only 3? It feels like more than 3.
It's only... It might be 4, but it's between 3 and 4. 3 is too many. I should only have to do the puzzle once, to be quite honest.
But how would they pad the playtime then?
Giving me another fucking renogram to turn on the video camera for some
Don't-
reason. Like, what the
We don't
fuck?
talk about that puzzle in this house.
Well, I'm not in your house, so I can do that.
Rude.
Yeah. Talking about renograms, though. Shadow at the Water's Edge. To me, the most iconic one in that game is the gigantic nonogram.
Absolutely. That thing, and I guess that the monster Sudoku is probably a close second.
Yeah, that one is. Yeah, that one's pretty fucking big.
But that's honestly way less. That's way easier.
It is. It actually is. It takes me way less time to do the Sudoku than the nonogram, which is funny because I play nonograms in my spare time.
Oh, I play
But
nonograms
it's
and
a
Sudoku in my
25
spare
by
time.
25. It is a 25 by 25 nonogram, which by itself is not terrible. But when you're playing it on Senior, it is like it doesn't even resemble a fox.
It does not.
So it's just irritating.
Shaggy dog, fucking chimera.
That reminds me is that there is a murder mystery game that just came out that is solved through Picross, which are nonograms.
Oh,
So I'm about to fucking play
rad.
that game. But yeah, that's Shadow of the Water's Edge. Easy peasy. Captive Curse, I immediately think of like Raid.
Yeah.
It's not a puzzle, but I think of Raid
this game is
immediately.
mostly filled with like a bunch of mini games. There's Raid and Monster. I think there's a clock puzzle at one point in the
There is, yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember what it is for the life of me, but
in the whatchamacallit,
gift shop,
the gift shop, yeah.
Can't remember
Yeah,
what the
there's
puzzle
that.
is. But
The other one I think of is being in the fucking well and trying to do that shit.
oh yeah, huh?
Not a fan
Not
of that, but you know, whatever.
Fan.
Alibi and Ashes, I can think of. They didn't really do much in the way of puzzles in that one. Really, it was all about like sleuthing. But I always think of either the ending tunnels trying to get around, or that stupid fucking like audio one where you're trying to match the levels and it makes 0 sense. And I just kind of go, I have memorized that one of these is at 30 and one of these is at 80 and one of these is at 50, and then I just kind of go from there.
It's fucking stupid. I hate that fucking puzzle.
And one of them's at 100. That's what I remember. So I just kind of move it around until it works. Thanks.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Thanks. I hate it. No, but I was going to say, for whatever reason, the one that always stands out to me is when we're trying to, the very first part of the game, we get stuck in the burning building and we have to climb on a bunch of rubble to get out. And it's like, this is so not safe. But okay, sure, let's do this.
Yeah. It makes no sense. But you know what?
Neither does the game.
Who cares? That game makes no sense.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I know.
I know a much more, my favorite puzzle is one that goes throughout the entire game, which is trying to figure out how to be the person from one person to another. So you have to, like, call Nancy to be Ned, even though you're already George. And it's like, why can't I just call Ned?
So, Tomb of the Lost Queen.
Right.
I always think of Senate because I hate it.
That's not a puzzle.
I know.
It's a stupid game.
I hate it. I hate it so much, Ariana. I had to play it so many times, and I just hated it so much. I was so sad that I had to keep playing the game.
Did you have to keep playing it?
I had to play it how many times?
Oh, because you were trying to get that right.
Let's see how many times I had to play it.
I'm like, why would you have to play it at all? You don't actually have to play it.
I only had to play it 5 times, but it felt so many more.
Oof.
You didn't have to win 5 times. You just had to play 5 times.
Okay, that's good at least.
Which makes you think, hey, just don't win. But no, it still takes just as fucking long.
Yeah, it's not like there's any skill in that game. It's a randomly generated number game.
Yeah. So
Generated.
The other one I can think of, though, is the one where you're putting together the hieroglyphs for her children's, Nefertari's children's names. Only because I always think of nipple on a stick.
Nipple on a stick every fucking time.
Every time. I'm like, and then you put nipple on a stick.
Yay.
That's why.
Yeah.
Deadly Device.
I mean, I don't think about puzzles when I think of Deadly Device. I'll be perfectly honest. The thing that I think of every time is aggravation.
Aggregation?
Aggregation, that's it. Whatever. Doesn't matter. The point is, it's a game that I'm good at.
Yeah.
Usually.
Think of specifically being in the cage trying to do the circuit board thing.
No, I don't think about that.
I know, but that's why I think about it. The other one being just having to do it just left my brain.
Making a mini Faraday cage.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, because that was the thing I was going to mention.
Yes. That, as well as like using the jelly, the gummy bears to make the thumbprint thing. That's the other one.
Too, yeah. That's good.
So, yeah.
That's good.
Ghost of Thornton Hall is hard because there are a lot of puzzles in that. This is where we start getting a lot of puzzles in the games. But the clocks one in Charlotte's room, to me, is super iconic. Yeah. But so is the scavenger hunt on the gravestones to try and figure out her phone password.
So is that weird not a nonogram puzzle of the...
Oh, with the pluses and the minuses?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's weird. Not a fan. Silent Spy, to me, it's the Jabberwocky.
The Jabberwocky? I don't even know what you're fucking talking about.
We have to get the poem specifically from home so that we can get the color-coded one so we can put it together.
Oh, shit.
And that's why Ned breaks into our house.
Sorry, sir. Shut up, Ned. You don't tell Ned to shut up. Nancy, you just told Ned to shut up.
Yeah. That's what I think of.
Okay.
That one and the tartan, like...
Yeah.
Like, to get into Bridget's
I was going to say
phone?
all of the music ones, just because you gotta find, you gotta find Nancy's tune, Carson's tune, and Kate's tune.
Yeah. Bagpipes.
Bagpipes.
Fuck bagpipes. The Shattered Medallion has so many fucking puzzles that I can't think of one that's iconic.
Yeah. Me neither. I think people
Honestly.
hate that game so much because it's
There
just
are
like
so many.
nobody thinks about the puzzles. They just see the whole game. But I guess probably the lightning round.
Oh, God.
Is,
I block it out of my brain,
Yeah.
but you are completely right. I hate it. Literally made me cry on stream.
I know, sister.
I get so frustrated with that puzzle because I just can't do it. I can't. Like, there are so many people who are like, yeah, I haven't finished the game because of that puzzle. And I'm like,
You're not missing. Well, actually, you're missing a
cannot-
lot because then that means you
I
haven't-
cannot live if I do not finish a game. It's like with books and stuff. I do not finish. I don't. I can't. I have to see things through, otherwise it leaves me feeling bad.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, man. It's
there are a
cool.
couple games I still haven't finished that I'm like, I really need to finish that one. Like, not Nancy Drew games, but games in general
Yeah.
where I'm just like, I need to finish it because I don't know how it ends.
See, whereas, like, I couldn't get far in some, like, I just, what was it, Pinstripe. I finally went, I don't know that I'm ever
yeah.
going back to this game because I can't figure out that one fucking puzzle. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah. There are a couple games right now, like, some of them where I'm just like, I really enjoy the game, but
No, that's how it is
like,
with
I was
Pinstripe.
playing
I
it on
enjoy the game,
stream.
but I'm, like, stuck. And I'm like,
I was playing it on stream, and then I'm just like, I don't want to finish it off stream, but I still want to finish the game. Heaven's Vault is one. Yeah. It was just such a good game, but I just never finished it because no one was watching me on stream.
okay, we're almost
so
there,
it's just
sister.
like-
We got it. We got to finish
Yeah,
these.
we're so close. Labyrinth of Lies. I say the pomegranate seeds. One. Towards the end when you're trying to like get out or
See,
whatever.
it
I
took
don't
me
remember.
forever to even figure out what one you were talking about. I think immediately of that stupid fucking hand puzzle.
Yeah,
that-
I thought you were gonna think that because you took like an hour to play that puzzle,
Hour
sister.
to play that puzzle. I hated it.
You took maybe more
I
than
mean,
an
okay,
hour
no,
to play
I
that
didn't. I
puzzle.
didn't hate it because it's at least a fun puzzle. But at the same time, I was like frustrated beyond all belief.
Yeah.
At least it makes sense though, as opposed to so many puzzles in that game.
To be honest, the one that I always think of when I think of that game, but I know it's not iconic, it's just for me, is the lighting puzzle, the lighting cues where you have to programming them into the lighting
Yeah.
board, but I only think of that because that's not how it fucking
No, it's
works. You don't program things out of order.
No.
I hate it so much.
No one does that.
So fucking much because as many of you might know is I was literally a lighting technician for theaters for a long time, for many years professionally. I worked at the Old Globe Theater in San Diego. Like, I did this professionally. And so playing that puzzle hurts me
Yeah.
in my soul. But yeah, Sea of Darkness, I immediately think of the 2048 Lighthouse style.
I know, sister. I know you do.
I know there are many, many puzzles in that
There
game,
are.
but that's the one I think of.
I think of Toomey's Toys.
Oh, I like that one at least.
See, yeah, because I'm like, you know what? I like it because A, it's the kind of puzzle I like. I love that kind of puzzle. And then B, it's cute little stuffed animals.
Yeah, it's cute.
Plus, you know that Toomey plays with them, so it's like, oh, yay.
Toomey's good.
Toomey is good.
And
then we got to mid, right? And Risa was like, were there any puzzles in this fucking game?
Were there?
I want to remind everybody, Risa played it, and I basically was a backseat driver. And I'm like, okay, there's the fucking drawer puzzle where there's no actual way to figure it out other than trial and error. There's that weird key puzzle where you're just trying to shove shit together. And
it's like a D12 that you're trying to put together and it makes no sense. It doesn't work.
oh yeah, and then there's that fucking letter puzzle.
That crashed the game every time we tried to pick it up.
Forgot about that part entirely.
We had to like save and load and load a quick save or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. It was stupid. You know, you can play that if you want on Senior. You just have to.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Can I have the horrible fucking slingshot graphics?
You can.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can without me talking over your shoulder. You'll love it.
Okay.
You'll be like, finally, I get to do this piece of shit.
Yay.
There was the herb puzzle, but I didn't. It was we did it once.
I hated it. It was stupid. There was no going back to it.
It's like you could, but it's like, no thanks. No.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's funny. You can go back and keep doing it, but it's like, why would I want to?
I didn't feel it.
It's not worth it, man.
No. So those are what we think of as the most iconic puzzles. You know. If you would like to tell us what you think are the most iconic puzzles, you can tell us on our Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and our fancy website, curlmeistersisters.knifefightclub.com.
Also, you can find us on other things like Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and Spotify. And in those places, you can tell us how much you love us.
If you'd like to support us, you can subscribe to us on Twitch to get access to our cute little wine glass emote, as well as Podcast Night VODs. Or you could support us on Patreon at patreon.com/curlmeistersisters. Get access to Podcast Night VODs, as well as Dreamcat pictures.
You did it! You said pictures instead of videos.
I know. I'm so excited. I said the correct thing. So, as a reminder, I'm Risa.
And I'm Ariana.
And we're the Curlmeister Sisters, and we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy. Damn you, you little lying Delilah. You little viper. This is what you wanted to see.